if back in Vietnam, people usually have some kind of stereotype, like they wear like idol or something, like a style that other people think is pretty, then they will wear like that. And if someone wear like in a different style, they would think they're weird or like judging that person. But I think that kind of judging is not really happening here. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, I'm thinking of independent, like the way people here think very independent.
Independently.
Yeah, like for example, when we go to college, like usually American students, they will like came here and like decide by themselves about their choice, like what are they gonna do, or like maybe about their major or the job that they want. So like they don't really have to follow their parents' voice, and they can just do whatever they think is good for their life. But the Asian culture is we have to
We have to follow
we
our
have
parents'
to
decision.
ask for other people advices. Like if parents do not allow, then like we may not have a chance to follow our dreams like that.
I believe we can associate it with some kind of groupist behavior. Like we tend to behave according to some collective urge rather than according to our independent individual urge, right? But like, how have those realizations changed your behavior or your thoughts?
So since I'm here for almost 2 years, I think I kind of have more independence, like freedom here. So the way I'm choosing my majors is before, like for example, when I go to high school, I have to follow my parents' voice, like go to this school and study this subject and go to this class like that. But here I want to learn business and psychology, so I just tell my parents that I want that. But even they don't really agree with me, but I still like show my point of view and like tell them that is what I think good for my futures and what I like, what I'm interested in. So they agree with me because they understand that when I have approached to the new education, I have the new point of view. So they understand that. So they give me more independence of choosing my majors and like deciding for the future.
Was that negotiating process easy?
Oh.
Like, did your parents, you feel any change even in your parents' side after that process? After you have convinced them that you are grown up enough to decide the decision?
Of course, negotiation with parents is not easy because I still have an impact of the Asian culture. So, but I think because I'm more like have a like thinking of a more mature. So, like the way I tell them the reasons and why I choose this and what impact or effect for me, and like analyze them about why I have that decisions. Maybe make them feel convinced, and they can like see from the like they can see like in the first year I have just this small independent, but now I have more and more, so they see that I'm more like growing up. So
Independent, reliable to some extent. So it's not just the question of what you choose, but like how you show that or demonstrate that to other people. How did your belief about the Vietnamese culture, all this, your assumptions about the culture change after you come here? Did it improve or did it become more negative.
What is?
Yeah, because like in my case, I used to like I'm personally a very independent person, and therefore I always love like the liberal independent spirit of the American culture. Therefore, when I was in Vietnam, I thought that like this kind of culture is perfect. But like, after I came here, I realized more negative aspect of this culture, and therefore I appreciate like the collective conservative culture as well more. So do the same thing happen to you?
Yeah, I think
Something that has to do with
before I came here, I had the thought that like American is the best.
Paradise.
Yeah, like my mom's told me that go to American is go to heaven, or like have all of the opportunity and environment is so perfect to study. But after I came here, I feel like it's not as what people imagine.
In what aspects?
It's like so. I don't about the education is. I think the environment of like professor and like people encourage you to study is good, but like it's still the same as what people thought. But like about the environment outside, like the people here, it's not really as like
Safe.
yeah, yeah, like I feel like it's more dangerous than in our countries, and people usually said like American people is very
Nice.
nice and open and like, but it depends on the person, so they cannot judge the whole community that everybody is nice. It depends on like the person they are. So as we hear, so I can understand that it's just the same environment as in my country. There are people who are nice and there are people who are not. So.
Yeah, and this kind of generalization is not something based only about the American culture or the Vietnamese culture, but I believe like it's a kind of generalization that can be made about any other cultures. Like you cannot just take the whole thing and make superficial assumptions about everyone. How does it feel, the distance, the physical distance? Because like crossing borders is not just about like overcoming, cultural differences, but also about suffering the physical distance from your beloved ones. How do you feel?
You mean like homesick or like that?
Yeah, something like that.
So the first, I still remember like the first time I came here with my mom. I have 1 month like suffering, always in the mood of like, I'm here and then alone and nobody I know, and go to eat alone and like have no friends. It's like the whole new world that only me, so small. I always have the protection of parents, and now without my parents, I feel struggling a lot. But I think it's helped me a lot in learning new things. In like before I came here, I feel like the world is so small. Like my high school is everything I know. Like like with a small environment, I feel like I'm good enough. I have enough. Like I feel like I don't have to improve anything. But when I came here, I found out that the world is so big. It's changed my view that I'm just a small sand in the ocean. So it's made me like motivation and like encourage me to develop myself and like broaden my horizontals, and I feel like it could be a good point that I motivate myself to be better, but it's also a bad way that I feel not really confident when I'm here. Like people here, they are so much better than me. So I don't really like have the confidence as when I'm in high school, like showing all of what I have.
Okay, so like you don't feel that familiar or comfortable to show the whole of yourself.
Because one thing is also is because I'm also in the minorities like Asian, so maybe when I show my point of view, they do not really take it seriously like other people did it. So it decreased my confidence.
Why, like, why do you think that by they you mean American people?
Like yeah.
Why do you think they don't take it seriously? Is because of the language, or is because of what else?
Maybe because some part is because I cannot express it really fluently like the native speaker, and also the way I think is maybe different from their like point of view, and yeah, it's good. It depends on a lot of things.
Okay, yeah, because I think it's because you fear that what you say is not politically correct. Like it may not resonate with the dominant view shared by people here to some extent.
Because when I'm working with a group that are mostly Asian, it's different from when I work with the group that mostly American.
Yeah,
So
can you
that-
share the experience?
So when I work in a group in my leadership class, it's mostly I know it's only me Asian and all of them are American like native speaker. So whenever we have an issue to discuss, I feel like they really like quick and like boom boom boom, like they have the idea and they talk, and then I also have idea, but like since they talk all of that, so I feel like my idea when I speak it out loud is not really matter, like because they can have all the idea they have. So, but sometimes I still speak out of what I think is should do, and they still take it like they still consider that, but like maybe it's like it depends on the situation, but like sometimes they don't really take it.
Yeah. Actually, what I noticed in many classes is that like people are all eager to show what they think without really listening to what others speak. Like
Yeah.
it's not just the attitude from of American people towards minorities. But, like it's the same problem for many people in liberal arts classrooms. So,
Yeah.
still, wow. I don't know. Do you in some way like seek comfort or home-like comfort here in America to make you feel more comfortable, make you feel more at home,
I
like
think
in
it's
your social life?
I think it's just speaking and like be friend with my homemade